welcome to English Life Conversations, the podcast where we chat about, well, everything and anything to do with modern life. I'm your host, Anna.
And I'm Mark. It's great to be with you all today. We've got a topic that I think literally everyone has an opinion on. It's a daily dilemma for so many of us.
That's right. Today, we're diving into the great culinary debate, cooking at home versus ordering food. The noble art of home cooking against the siren call of the delivery app.
It's a battle fought in kitchens and on couches every single night. So, where do we stand? Let's get into it. I think I have to start by planting my flag firmly in the home cooking camp.
Ooh, starting strong. Okay, defend your position.
Well, for me, it comes down to a few key things. First, control. You know exactly what's going into your food. The amount of salt, the sugar, the quality of the ingredients. You're in the driver's seat. It's almost always healthier.
Mm-hmm. That's a huge point. You read the calorie counts on some takeout menus, and it's shocking.
Exactly. And then there's the cost. I mean, it's just no contest. The amount I spend on groceries for a week of home-cooked meals is like maybe 2 or 3 decent takeout orders. The savings are massive over time.
Right. Okay, I can't argue with the health or the money aspects. You're 100% right on those. But, Mark, here's the big but. The time, the energy. After a really long day at work, the thought of standing in the kitchen, chopping onions, washing pans, it feels like climbing a mountain.
Yeah, okay, the energy barrier is real, I'll give you that. It can be tough, but, and this is my counterargument, there's a certain kind of satisfaction in it, a kind of mindful process.
A mindful process?
Yeah, you put on some music or a podcast like this one, and you just focus on the task at hand. It can be a way to decompress from the day, to create something with your hands. That feeling when you sit down to eat something delicious that you made yourself, takeout can't replicate that.
That is true. There is a definite sense of pride. I made a really good lasagna a few weeks ago from scratch, and I think I talked about it for 3 days straight.
See? That's the feeling. And what about learning? You get to try new recipes, experiment with flavors. It's a skill you're building. Whereas with ordering in, you're just pressing buttons on a screen.
Okay. You've made a very compelling case for the prosecution or for the home cooking side, but now it's my turn to defend the honor of the takeout menu.
I'm listening.
The number one word is convenience. It is the undisputed champion of convenience. You've had a terrible day, you're exhausted, you're stressed, and in like 30 to 45 minutes, a hot, delicious meal appears at your door. It's modern magic. It is a service to your own well-being sometimes.
The magic of not having to do dishes. Yeah, I feel that.
And the variety, that's the other huge thing. I can't make authentic Thai green curry at home. I mean, I could try, but it would take me hours to find the ingredients, and it probably wouldn't be very good. But I can have it delivered perfectly made in under an hour. I can have Vietnamese, Ethiopian, Lebanese, a world of food at my fingertips.
That's a good point. You get to experience different cultures through food without even leaving your house.
Exactly. Plus, you're supporting local businesses. These are small restaurants, often family-owned, that rely on orders to survive. So when I order from my favorite local pizza place, I feel like I'm not just being lazy, I'm investing in my community's economy.
That's a very noble way of framing it, investing in the economy one burrito at a time. I like it.
It's true, though, and sometimes ordering in is just a treat. It's a reward. It signifies a break. Friday night, you finished a tough week, you order a curry and put on a movie. That's a ritual. It's a way to draw a line between the work week and the weekend.
The Friday night takeaway is a sacred tradition in many households. I agree. So it sounds like it's not really a simple case of one being better than the other. It's more about context, isn't it?
I think so. It's about finding a balance that works for you. So what does that look like for you, Mr. Home Cooking? Do you ever give in to the lure of the delivery app?
Oh, of course. I'm not a total monster. My general rule is I try to cook Monday through Thursday. It helps me stay on a healthy track, saves money, but come Friday, all bets are off. Friday is pizza night, and I am not making pizza from scratch.
That sounds like a very healthy and sensible balance. I'm a bit more chaotic. It really depends on my workload and, frankly, in my mood. But I have found a sort of middle ground recently.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Meal kits. The subscription boxes where they send you all the pre-portioned ingredients and a recipe card.
Ah, the hybrid solution. I've always been curious about those. Are they any good?
They're surprisingly good. It takes the most annoying parts of cooking out of the equation, the planning and the grocery shopping. You just do the fun part, the actual cooking. It's kind of the best of both worlds. You get the satisfaction of making it yourself, but with the convenience of it all just showing up.
That does sound appealing. What's the downside? The cost?
The cost, yeah, it's more expensive than groceries, but usually cheaper than takeout. The biggest downside for me, though, is the packaging. So much plastic, little tiny bags for everything. It feels incredibly wasteful.
Right, that's a problem with a lot of takeout too. The mountain of containers you're left with at the end. It's a serious environmental concern.
It really is. Let's talk about the dark sides for a minute. For cooking, we mentioned the time, but the number one worst part for me is the cleanup.
Ah, it's the absolute worst. You make this beautiful, elaborate meal, you enjoy it for 15 minutes, and then you have to spend the next half hour scrubbing pots and pans. It's so demoralizing.
And what about when a recipe just fails? You follow all the steps, you spend all this time and money on ingredients, and what you produce is just inedible. That is a truly soul-crushing experience.
It is. I tried to make a fish stew once. I have no idea what I did wrong, but it was the single worst thing I have ever tasted. The whole apartment smelled terrible for days. It was a complete disaster.
Oh no. But then takeout can have its disasters too, right? We've all had the order that arrives 2 hours late, cold and soggy, or when they get your order completely wrong.
Oh, yeah. I once ordered a burger and they forgot the burger. I just got a bun with some lettuce and tomato. I was so confused and so hungry.
No, that's tragic. It's like the disappointment is almost worse than the hunger itself because you've been looking forward to it, tracking the driver on the little map.
Yeah, the little car icon moving agonizingly slowly towards your house. Yeah, it's a uniquely modern form of torture.
All this talk of disasters and successes brings up another point, the social element. Cooking for yourself is one thing, but cooking for other people is a whole different ballgame.
Oh, the pressure is real, especially if it's a date. I once tried to make a risotto for a date, and I completely messed it up. It was crunchy. We had to pretend it was delicious. It was agonizing.
Ugh, a crunchy risotto, that's a classic culinary nightmare. But on the flip side, when you cook for people and it goes well, it's one of the best feelings in the world. It's like giving someone a gift you made yourself. There's a real connection in sharing food you've prepared.
Exactly. But on the flip side, when you host a dinner party and it goes well, it's the best feeling in the world. I had friends over a while back. I made a big pot of chili. We had drinks, played board games. It was just so much more personal and memorable than huddling around a bunch of takeout containers would have been.
Oh, definitely. When you get it right and you have a table full of friends and everyone's eating and laughing, it feels like you've created more than just a meal. You've created a whole experience. It's an act of love, almost. Like, I'm not a great cook, but I have a few dishes I can do well. I make a pretty decent chili.
Ugh, the group order, the ultimate test of patience. You have one person who wants pizza, another who wants sushi, and someone who's on a gluten-free, dairy-free diet. It's impossible. And then there's the payment. Just Venmo me, and you spend the next 3 days chasing people for $12.
Exactly. It's a real phenomenon. You spend all day making choices at work, big ones, small ones, and by the time you get home, your brain's decision-making power is just depleted. And the question, what's for dinner, feels like the hardest question in the world.
Oh, I am the king of the aspirational grocery shop. I'll go to the farmer's market on a Sunday and I'll buy all this beautiful organic produce. Rainbow chard, exotic mushrooms, you name it. I have the best intentions. I'm gonna make stir fries, I'm gonna make salads.
So, as we're wrapping up, it seems like the conclusion is there is no conclusion. There's no winner. It's a dance. It's a constant negotiation between your wallet, your watch, your health, and your energy levels.
That sums it up perfectly. Some nights call for the mindful ritual of cooking, and some nights call for the pure, unadulterated joy of having someone bring you a pizza, and both are perfectly valid.
I think the key is to not feel guilty about either choice. If you order in, enjoy the break. If you cook, enjoy the process. There's no need to be a purist about it.
Well said. So, we'd love to know where our listeners stand on this. Are you a dedicated home chef, a takeout enthusiast, or a balancer like us?
Yes, let us know. We'd love to hear your stories, your cooking triumphs, and your takeout disasters.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's been a pleasure. Until next time, take care, eat well, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.